everyone, I'm Francine Lewis, and this is our VUCast for the week of January 27th. We start our newscast with a little riddle. They're invasive, and in many cases to get one, you have to drink an oh-so-appetizing cocktail. Yes, I'm talking about colonoscopies. Right now, they're the only tool available to detect early colon cancer, but doctors at Vanderbilt are working on a new, less invasive test, a simple blood test.
That it would be a lot less invasive. It would be a simple blood sample that could be analyzed along with your blood lipids and other things during a typical doctor's office visit.
But how will it work? Well, for this VUCast, it's a little too complicated to go into major detail, but it does involve separating plasma from the rest of the blood. The samples of cancer cells in normal tissue are used to find protein markers in colon cancer.
And proteins, of course, are the molecules that are produced in all living cells that do the work of living systems, and including cancer cells. The first part is trying to figure out what is the protein inventory of a cancer cell compared to a normal cell.
Vanderbilt researchers say it will probably be a few years before the simple blood test is used in clinical trials. So don't cancel that colonoscopy that you have scheduled just yet. Colon cancer is one of the most treatable cancers when caught early. Members of the Vanderbilt and Nashville communities can get an inside look at Iraq's legal system January 31st. That's when Iraqi judges and prosecutors from the Anfal genocide trial will be at the law school for a behind-the-scenes look at what happened. The event organizer is Vanderbilt law professor Mike Newton. He's been to Baghdad 3 times and worked with the Anfal trial prosecutors on their opening statement. The New York Times described those opening arguments as efficient and emotional.
We have mass graves, forensics evidence, of nothing but women and children. Other forensics mass graves of nothing but young men and boys with bullet wounds to the back of the head and their hands tied behind their back. Whole villages were emptied and then bulldozed under, so that we have before and after photos from above of where villages were just 48 hours before, where now is nothing but level ground.
To learn more about Newton's work in Iraq and the people who make up the Anfal Iraqi trial panel, watch the full video at vanderbilt.edu/news/video. Just click on Video at Vanderbilt to find the Back to Baghdad piece. Now, for those of you who like to plan ahead, new student orientation will start a little earlier this fall with the official opening of the Commons, Vanderbilt's new first-year student community. It just seems like yesterday that those eager new faces hit campus. Next fall, excited friends and families will begin moving in their bright-eyed new students on Saturday, August 16th. Yes, you heard right, that's August 16th. Move-in will be followed by a week of orientation activities, and you know our VUCast crew will be going all out for this historic occasion. So stay tuned. If you want to see the full academic calendar, go to www.registrar.vanderbilt.edu. And finally, in this week's VUCast, calling all pet lovers. Yes, we're putting out a call for all animal lovers at Vanderbilt, and you know who you are. We want to hear from you. We're looking for those great, quirky, fun photos of your nearest and dearest family members. Yes, your pets. To give you a little idea of what we're looking for, meet Carlos, the feline friend of Melanie Moran, our webmeister. Yes, by day, Carlos decides to do a high wire act on the backyard fence. And by night, well, after all that strenuous activity, what better place to sleep than a guitar case? After all, this is Music City, isn't it? We give Carlos and Melanie 3 purring Commodores. So now that you've got the idea, just email our producer, Emily Pierce, with your favorite, fun, has to have a little attitude, pet photo. That's emily.pearce@vanderbilt.edu. And we'll see if it makes a future VUCast. Why go for the pet pictures? We admit it. It's a shameless attempt to see if anyone is watching out there. That's our VUCast for this week. I'm Francine Lewis.